Ooh, welcome back to the workbench. Today we have the Telex Radiocom TR-700, this little guy, and our esteemed crew has completely broken off the battery clip. Not the convenient, easily replaceable battery ears, but this they broke this entire switch, which sucks. I have plenty of spares of these clips, but I have no spare of this little release knob. So I'm going to take the release knob from this guy who has a whole list of problems at the moment, and I'm going to put that in here so that we can at least have one working one. These are all of the screws that I've already taken out of this, but before I take this next one apart, I will show you where the points of entry are. So we will take a small Phillips. By the way, when I buy electrical tape, I keep these little dishes so that I have project bins. They have lids in the event that you have a project that goes a little longer than you were expecting. So the first thing we're going to do is take off the plastic battery clips because so this little battery retainer is pinching the clip, but this will pop straight out. So that will go into the bin. But we need to get at this screw underneath, which is why you have to take that first one off. The rest of these will come out as you would expect. Oh, missing a screw. Oh, is something...
When we get started, we'll take it from...
Pardon the tech rehearsal in the background. Once you get here out, keeping in mind this one is under that battery clip, then we need to take the top screw out of each side. So we will do that. Okay, now you can lift up the skirt. Alright, while we have this, you can see that there are a couple of ribbon cables and another little power terminal that keep this together. I don't have to take this all the way apart today, but if you do, you can pull those ribbon cables straight out. Just be gentle with them. So now that we have this mechanism will pull out of its little home, and it is a spring-loaded little mechanism, little button. So we're going to keep this. I will order a new one of these, assuming I can order a new one of these. I'm going to put it into this guy, which is not currently experiencing transmission problems. So we're going to guide that through. Now, I'm hoping that this will work better once I put that battery clip back in. Stand by. Okay, so we're back. I didn't do anything, I just had to pause for a second. Alright, let's... It's a trap! Do not forget to put this screw in before you put the battery ears back on. Oh, you piece of shit. Alright. everything looks like it's pretty in line. So I'm gonna put this on before I assemble the rest of it, so that I know this mechanism is working relatively smoothly. It takes a bit of wanting, but that's better than your battery pack falling off during the show. So now that I know that that is okay, I'm going to put the two very, very wee screws that hold this battery clip back in. When I heard the crew came to find me and said that the battery clip was broken on one of our wireless compacts, I thought, well, that's not a big deal. We have plenty of the little spare ears. And it was the whole button. So now I just have to have that other one even more dingleberry partless. I'm going to put these two back in on the sides. I'm sure that there aren't going to be many surprises for you beyond now. Three more to go. Luckily we have 3 left. You know, I don't know if you can see this. It appears as though there is one screw that is shorter than the others. Where did that come out of? My gut tells me that it should be here because that's the only one that's inset further than its friends. Right? Wouldn't that would make sense? Well, there you go. We have both learned something. Assuming that it was the one from here, assuming that's correct. I'm sure there are resources available online to tell me whether or not that the short one goes in this little pocket. But I'm gonna go with my gut, right? When has that ever led me wrong? Aside from grammar in the first marriage. All right. I mean, logic, right? That dictates that this guy, who is shorter than any of the other ones, would get the shorter screw, right? Makes sense.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can take it back.
So,
Do we have to count
1,
seats?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 1 out of 6 holes prefer the shorter screw. Ha. Okay, so let's get this back in here. It's not gonna pop out, that's for sure. Please pardon the background noise. We are in tech.
Oh, please.
As you can hear. All right. Almost done. I initially told the crew that this headset was probably going to be unusable for the next maybe possibly up to week while I try to find and have shipped this part. But then I remembered that we've got little old problem child sitting down here, so that solved that. So that works. Do I have a battery case? I do. All right. So the idea here is that the idea is you're not an idiot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it back to the
Push and squeeze. Great. Slide down. I don't understand how they broke that. I'm sure plastic becomes brittle, right? It couldn't have possibly been the operator. I'm sure it was 100% mechanical failure. Oh man, that is a good looking thing. I tried to come up with a funnier word, I'm sorry guys. Alright, so, quick recap. We broke our little hoochie clip here. This whole thing was gone. And you've got 6 screws. One of them is below these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get away with only taking 2 out of the 4 out. You have to take these. And that's how you get in. That is how you replace the battery springy thingy. Oh man, she is a rough rider. That's how you replace the battery springer on the Radiocom TR-700 by Telex Communications. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Quick addendum. I have found the replacement part. It is the Telex F.01U.114.115 battery release clip for $3.39 a piece. And can you believe it? The spring is sold separately. At least they just went ahead and put the letters FU in the part number. If you are curious, the spring is F. Emphasis on the F. 01 emphasis U.109.196. Hope this helps.